G'day guys, Corey Hind. I hope you're well. We are talking about how to crack the algorithms, which is exciting because we all talk about it. We hear about these algorithms, artificial intelligence, SEO, putting out content, what goes up, what goes down. So make sure you watch to the end of this video. It's not too long, but I'm going to teach you some things which will help you learn more about how to crack these algorithms. Because if you're trying to market your business, grow your business, get your stuff in front of the right people, this is really important content. So we're going to look at two things very quickly. This page is talking about probably the main areas that might relate to you with algorithms. So Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Google. So if you look at SEO, essentially what SEO is a great big algorithm looking at various data points to either push your stuff up or down. Okay, LinkedIn is the same. We try to learn about how to be more appealing to LinkedIn. Same with YouTube, same with Facebook. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, is show you a tactic that I use with LinkedIn. It's called microblogging. Okay, so I use microblogging all the time as a research tool because I'm trying to figure out how does the LinkedIn algorithm work. Okay, I do the same thing with SEO, same thing with Facebook, same thing with YouTube. We do stuff to try and reverse engineer how the algorithm rewards stuff. So I'm going to jump over to LinkedIn and talk about microblogging. So there's me again. Now, if you go to your LinkedIn profile, your page, and you click on me, then you'll see down here posts and activity. Then you look here and you've got your posts. Okay. So what I'm hyper interested in doing is figuring out what makes some posts go well on LinkedIn and what makes some posts not go so well. There's two reasons for that. Reason number one is because obviously I want to know about LinkedIn itself, but also it's highly likely that its algorithm is much like other platforms' algorithms as well. They're looking to give people the right content at the right time to keep people on their platform. That is their entire game. So it's really worthwhile doing research. So if I look at my content on LinkedIn, I do use it for a little bit of business prospecting for SEO clients, to be honest, but I really use it to do research to figure out what is pushing people's buttons right now and what content is going to get rewarded here and elsewhere. Because if I find content on LinkedIn that goes really well, it means people are interested, they're commenting, and that might be really good content for my blog as well, or my email list, or whatever. So the important thing with microblogging is that you get content out there and you figure out what's working and what's not. Okay, that's a big part of what we do in trying to reverse engineer algorithms on different platforms. So for LinkedIn in particular, I'll go to my posts. This is how you can look at your own content to see what's working better than other things. The most important number is that right there. So 197 views of your post. And you'll roll down through your own content, 268, bit more, 112, which is low for me, but I've put a external link to YouTube in there, so I kind of know that that's not going to go too well, but sometimes I just want to test it and see if they've changed based on the content in the video itself. This one here, 218, so small post, but got a few hashtags in there. This one, 109. Now there is one down here a little further which got a lot more views, so obviously LinkedIn liked it. So the job is, if I get there in a moment, the job is to figure out why did that work. So this one here, 1,000 views in the LinkedIn news feed. So that got pushed out to more people than I know on LinkedIn, which is interesting. Why is that? Now, I think for this post in particular, we've mentioned higher LinkedIn contacts. That's a bit casual, bit relaxed. Do you want to beat your opposition? I think that might be why people were interested. It kind of captures the eyeballs a little bit, and on Google. So that's something a lot of business owners are interested in doing. We've got hashtags as well. So that post, I make a note of that. Okay, SEO, beating your opposition, using some hashtags. Seems like LinkedIn likes that, doesn't like the YouTube clips, which are kind of new anyway. Here's another YouTube clip, 80 views, so really rubbish. So that's what I call microblogging. You're putting out content on your own platforms to learn from your own content to see what works and what doesn't work. Okay, so once you've done some research on, for example, LinkedIn, you just have to have a think about it. Why is this being viewed by LinkedIn as a topical post or an interesting post? And then also because for most of these platforms, the juice is why are they getting comments? Okay, why are people commenting on this post? You can go to your normal feed and look at other people's posts as well and see who's getting lots of comments, because LinkedIn has a pool of posts available to put in their newsfeed, as does Facebook, as does YouTube, and they decide at any one time what is the best thing to go into people's news feeds right now to keep them on our platform so we can sell more advertising dollars. So you'll scroll down and just see 3 comments. There's an ad, that one there. There's Rob, a guy I know. He's got 2 comments. Ryan's a mate of mine from overseas, and you'll just look through there and figure out, like, look at this, 2,000 comments. What is going on? So you want to figure out why the comments are coming and see what you can use for yourself. Okay. Now, this is a really critical point about the algorithms. They obviously, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google can't tell us exactly what you need to do to have a post that takes off.